Mm-hmm. What's up, Gene? Really? Oh, man. You got it? What's up, Arnie? You like that, Lassie? It's a small one, too. It's one of the little ones. I don't know how it is everywhere else, but I don't see the small one near as often as the bigger ones. Dug one of the bigger ones before. Let a few people get in here, and then we'll do a story time, because I got a good one. What's up, John? A jar with an anchor on it. I have not seen one before. I have not. What's up, Thomas? So, alright, I'll go ahead and. So, I have been traveling to different towns and creek walking. We have really put a beating on privies around here. I'm not gonna say locally, but in our town and the towns surrounding immediate privies. But we're kind of starting to branch off and try to find dumps and you know bottles in different streams that we've never walked before and whatnot. Well, I went to a town that's a little. I mean, it's not super close, but I'm still gonna call it a local town. And I found a dump, and the glass that is in it is looking anywhere between 1880s and 1870s. I'm not 100% sure how big it is, but it seems like it's at least, I don't know, 4 or 5 foot deep. Thanks to a groundhog digging a hole in a bank and throwing glass out, I'd have never found it because on top of the ground you can't even tell it's a dump at all. Like if that groundhog would have not dug a hole there, I would have never knew. But so we're probably gonna try sometime this week to go out there and poke a hole in it. And hope with the glass that was on top of the ground just from the groundhog hole, it ought to have some nice bottles in it. So hopefully it turns out to be a decent sized dump and has a lot of super old bottles in it. It's not every day you find a dump that old. It's actually very hard to find dumps that old. They just don't. I don't know. You just never find them because when they had those dumps, they were close to town, and normally, as the town gets bigger, they build over top of them, and that's one of the main reasons why it's hard to find your, closer to mid 1800s dumps. If I've parked up there watching.
She has to keep an eye on you.
Mm-hmm. But I got some nice stuff tonight, guys. What's up, Jerry? We hit the dump a few times. The dump here locally a few times this week. Well, a couple times, and got some nice bottles out of it. Couple rare local bottles, nice blob. But I think this week is gonna be the week we get in that dump and it starts producing early bottles like that. It's gonna be fun. Did you drink all your coffee?
You want it?
Yeah. That's why I made you a 10 ounce, because I figured you would.
You know that's gonna drink all of it. Oh, you little rat.
Hmm?
That's like a little rat. You knew what you were doing.
I know. Oh my.
wall actually looks pretty good on camera.
Yeah, I like it. Ouch. All right, here in a second, we're gonna do a lag check. Let me get the. I'm letting the UV light charge. Somehow it was dead. I haven't used it since last auction, and it was fine. So I don't know. It just died somehow. I don't know if it got turned on accident or what.
I would have seen it though.
Riker probably had it. Oh, they are. Both of them. Huh. Cool. Yep. What's up, Gail? Okay. Let's do a lag check. I don't know if I'm gonna use the. Oh yeah, here's one you guys can't see laying down there. A teardrop flask. Check that out. Nice teardrop flask. I'm gonna drop it. All right. All right, everybody send those lag checks in. Jerry, Arnie, Gail, Jonathan. Thomas. Get them legs in.
Oh, don't forget about the waffle. The waffle.
Mm-hmm. Saw someone just said something about the inks that I have on, what is it, on my TikTok? I can't even remember. But those inks, gosh, I dug those, wow, 5 or 6 years ago. Um, I do not have either one of them anymore. My buddy Sean that I dig with, he's a big ink collector, so usually anything that I dig that's colored that he don't have, he gets. He usually gets first dibs on that stuff. The Citron one, however, I it was yellow. That thing, like, don't even remember, I've seen Citron, but this thing was yellow. It was like canary yellow. I ended up selling that ink for like $350. Uh, I mean, the cobalt one was nice too, but I can't even remember who I sold that yellow ink to be honest with you. I really don't. It's been so long ago. Is that how much it was? $350? I know it went for a lot. Or did I sell them both for $350? I tell you what. I tell you what, David, that is the yellowest ink I've well, yeah, that's the yellowest shade of ink bottle I have ever dug to this day. that thing is that thing is nice. I sometimes regret selling it sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably never dig another one like that. What's up, Kim? All right, let me see here. I'm gonna have to move all these bottles out of the way now. But like I said, I do have. I'm not gonna sell the Demijohn only because it's big, and I'm super afraid to ship it.
And you're mad at me for losing your other one.
And Kristen lost my other one that's a lighter shade of green than that, and also paneled. But
It's in the shed somewhere.
I've probably owned 10 of these things at one time. But yeah, check this thing out. Nice big old Demi 3-piece mold, paneled, of course. I really don't even buy Demijohns unless they're paneled, or they got to be a super nice color. But yeah,
Getting ready to store and I'll just check the weather out.
a guy stabbed 13 people in Walmart. How do you go on a stabbing rampage with all the people that shop in Walmart without somebody stopping you? You know what I mean? Like
Everyone running away, so there's no one left to
like there's
stab.
got to be somebody in there that can lay that guy out. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. We got a 1820s black glass. I'm gonna call it a porter, maybe an ale or porter. It is paneled. You can't really see it in there, but it is paneled. I don't know if I can light it up. Yeah, Oh, you can see the panel with the UV. See, nice like sticky panel. Real nice black glass. 1820s. I don't know if this is the earliest bottle I've ever ran in the auction or not. It'd have to be daggone close. It's dip mold. Nice dip mold 1820s porter or ale bottle. A nice one. All right, let's move everything out of the way and get started. Oh yeah. We got the waffle too, guys. We got the marble waffle. This chair sits so far down. I reach. Once I sit down, I can't reach nothing.
Do you think that you might want one of the bar stools?
A bar stool? Oh, I don't know. What's up, Laurel? What's up, Sody?
Because you can like adjust the height on them. It's just right out there.
I'll have to check. I'll have to check your messages out, Laurel. When did you say it was from? Oh yeah, that's definitely been. Oh, I have the tracking number, so I'll have to check it because it's definitely been sent out. Yeah, that's strange. I'll have to check the tracking. I have them all. I'll see where it's at because I think you did message me about it and I looked the tracking up, right? Didn't I check the tracking and it said it was still en route or still in transit? It definitely, if it's still in transit now, there's something going on. They either damaged the package or something happened. I could have swore I saw that message. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I'll look at the tracking either way. I have all of them, all the slips. I'll find out where it's at. If somehow the post office or whatever broke it or lost it or whatever, I'll replace the bottle and the marble. It's happened before. I feel like sometimes whenever they damage them, they just like throw them somewhere and.
Yeah, she's talking about the Alfred Wright perfume.
Yeah, you should have got that because I guarantee you Paul's probably got, Paul's got the maltine and stuff, so yeah, something's going on with the post office on that one. I'll figure it out. All right, so here we got the massive bag of marbles. Wait, need to turn the light on. I gotta get up out of this chair and turn the light on. I feel like I'm sitting down on the ground. All right, I'll get a bar stool.
That might help. Because those you sink in those.
Yeah, but by the end of the auction, my back's gonna feel like I'm 90.
Well, you're 90 anyways.
I'm not gonna be able to stop swinging around on it. Can I go down?
Yeah.
That's all the way?
Yeah.
Oh no, this one might be too high. No, that might be alright.
What did you use the count?
Yeah, Kim, I actually have PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, and I can do Facebook Pay. Oh, I thought you were asking what payment methods. Yeah, we'll figure that Rochester ball out. Like I said, if for some reason something's going on with the post office, I would just give you another bottle in marble.
You know, Thomas has, we still have another batch to mail out.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's start. Actually, now I forgot about the daggone thing of marbles. I can't see. I don't know if that helps or not.
It doesn't, it's a light in the back.
It's too bright. My phone's focusing on that bright light in the back. So, like I said, I don't know how many marbles are in this. There is a lot. There's a lot of marbles in this. Let you look at them again. What ones you can see up high. A lot of them do glow. As you can see, a lot of glowers in there. Just about all of them glow, actually. It is $15 a spot. And what spots are available?
5, 6, 14, 17, 18, 20. There's 6 spots left.
Um, Let me see the book.
Okay.
We got two. All right, Paul. So there's a couple. There's a couple people that haven't paid on these waffles. I'm not gonna say who they are out loud, just because I'm not gonna do that. But whenever a waffle spot is reserved, if everybody hasn't paid, then I cannot do the waffle because it's not fair. Or I'm gonna have to take their name off and try to give it to somebody else because it's not fair to everybody else that's paid for a waffle spot for me to run the waffle. And if that person gets it before they've even paid, it's just, you know what I mean? It's just not right. Yeah, number two's freed up. We got 2, 5, 6, 14, 17, 18, and 20. Yeah, Candy, I got yours. That dude from overseas, I ship his shit and he tried to say he's a Travis supporter. I don't believe him. I'm like, it's, you know what I mean? Yep, not doing that. $15 a spot. Teresa, what one do you want? 2, 5, 6, 14, 17, 18, or 20? You need my PayPal. I know some people want you to like send them $1 or whatever to make sure that they're real or whatever, blah blah blah. You ain't got to do that in my auction. Um, all you got to do, if you want to bid, go ahead and bid. Arnie just posted my PayPal. Or wait a minute, that's not my PayPal information. That is my email address. All you got to do is send me your payment method and your address so I can ship to you. Um, but you will need my PayPal information to be able to get a spot on the marbles, because the spot's got to be paid for immediately. You want to post up the bottle digger one for me? The bottle digger 32 at gmail.com. You want 17 candy? Alrighty. There you go, Arnie. Arnie's on it.
That's what I was waiting for Arnie because he was
Thanks,
the ball.
Arnie. Candy wants 17. Alrighty, got you.
So,
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only got 6 spots left, guys. 6 spots left. There are hundreds of marbles in that bag. $15 a slot. $15 a slot, Mike. $15. Six left. Actually, I think Teresa wanted one though. I do think Teresa wanted a spot. I don't know if she was telling me she wanted me to pick a number. I'll wait till she gets back. Like I said, there's a lot of marbles in this thing. I'm afraid I'm gonna dump them all out. That's my trick. That's know me, I will. Got all the glowers in there. All right. I will. I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna give you Paul's old spot. I'm gonna give you number 2, Teresa.
Still.
Yes. You don't like it? Do you want the rest of the slots, Arnie? Let me see. I think there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. You want all 5 of them? All right. Arnie took the rest, and now we got to pull the wheel up. The wheel of fortune.
Okay. Just have to careful it.
Did you find the one last time?
You did.
No.
But you didn't like that one, remember?
No, I didn't. It was terrible. There for a minute, I couldn't find a good wheel. That wheel that we used last time, I did not like that. It spun around like twice and it was done. We gotta find a better one than that. I can't find your app store.
What?
No, because I'm blind. I can't see.
My Safari?
No, you got an app store on here somewhere, but I'm trying to look at you got them little sectioned off app. There it is.
It's called being organized, Ed.
That is not organized. Not when you're blind. It needs a braille on it. All right, I'm gonna get this one. Here, you need your face to unlock that spinner wheel. And we're actually gonna try. I'm gonna try this spinner wheel before I do this because I did not like the last one. It's got to at least spin more than twice. Is it raining?
Yeah, I said it's gonna storm on my clothes. It's supposed to rain all night, please.
All right, I'm entering this stuff into this spinner. Might take me a second. Oh yeah, this is a good one. This is a good wheel, guys. Oh, there's background music. All right, you guys ready? Actually, hold on, my dad's coming in. Yes.
It's bad down in Western Port.
What do you mean?
It's like that much water on the road, and it's raining so hard you can't see.
It's raining that hard?
It's coming this way.
Oh,
The sun's out, isn't it?
Huh?
Isn't the sun out?
great. What? Hey,
It looks bright.
great.
All right, here we go. We're gonna do the wheel. We got all 20 slots filled. Here it is. The new wheel. I actually like this one. You can't really see the numbers, but I like it better than the other one. So you guys ready? Here we go. Is that 19? I can't see. 19. Gene got him. Gene won it. 19 is Gene. There he is, right there. Dang, going, Gene. Gene got a good many slots too. Arnie and Gene bought a lot of them up. Nice job, Gene. Riker's probably down there freaking out.
Well, I mean, where he is, he's good. He's up on that hill.
Is that water going down the road like that?
Yeah, it's gonna get bad. It's storming.
Oh my gosh. It is like torrential downpour here right now.
Well, hopefully we can flood it again.
Yeah, for real. All right. Well, marbles are going to Gene. Gene the machine picked 19. All right, I'm done. I'm done.
Your book, please.
Change to 5.
You got that bird feeder.
Oh yeah, I was I saw that sitting there, and I thought I'm gonna wait for him to get something else before I ship that because I hate to charge you just for shipping that little tiny thing. So that just made it. There we go. That I forgot to tell you I was doing that, but
You wanna get me the? Wanna give me the notebook back?
yes, you can have the notebook back. Next waffle.
Got the pen?
Next waffle. Hmm. What do I waffle? Let me think here. I find something to waffle here. So this jar right here, guys, that I dug out of that privy and has the damage on the bottom is a $2,500 jar. $2,500 jar. The only thing wrong with it is that hole in the bottom. A couple people told me I need to get it repaired. Getting stuff like that repaired is not cheap. Definitely not cheap. But in that condition, it displays nice. And even with that damage, with it being a hard to find jar, it's still worth some pretty daggone good money. I would I would waffle it, but I'm afraid to ship it like that. I definitely do not want to ship that jar with that damage because it's early and old and the glass is fragile and it probably won't make it. So I'm not gonna do it. However, I will do the 1820s dip mold ale or porter bottle. We'll do 20 spots, $10 a spot. 1820s. This is possibly the oldest bottle I've ever sold in my auction. Black glass. This is almost pirate stuff. I mean, it is. It kind of is pirate stuff. Super early. 1820s. No damage at all on this thing. I mean, you're talking 200-year-old bottle. Gene wants 2 spots. I'm gonna let you pick them.
What is it, 1 through 20?
1 through 20. $10 a spot. I'm gonna try to. I don't know if you guys can see that pawnel on there or not. Did I pick yours last time? Oh my gosh. I picked them.
And then you pick
Gene's
yourself.
winner. Alright,
Do it again.
I'm gonna pick you number 6. I'm gonna give you number 6 and number 15. 6 and 15. Gene.
What type of bottle is it?
It's a black glass ale.
Yeah.
I need to get like a daggone flashlight in here or something so I can show you guys this pawnel. Let me see your phone real quick. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Here we go. There she is. There's the pawnel. Look at the base wear on this thing. Crazy base wear. This thing is, if this bottle could tell a story. It might be, I don't know, John, what do you think? You think that's American? I think it looks American. I mean, beautiful pawnel. $10 a spot. $10 a spot at 20 spots. $10. Beautiful 1820s black glass ale. Pirate bottle. 200-year-old bottle. You want number 15, John? It's taken. Number 15 is taken. 20. He says 20. Alrighty, you got 20.
I don't think I can find some that put the light on.
Turn the light off. Okay. I can do that for you.
Oh, there was a fan on too. Nope. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let's get started with the auction. I might end up needing that. All right. I don't know what I'm gonna start with. Trying to find something to start us off. Let's start off with a soda bottle. Heck. All right, we're gonna start off with a nice, pretty colored. It says the Malamphy Bottling Works trademark out of Cumberland, Maryland, with an embossed heart over top the M. Gooding on the base. It is blown in mold. A little bit of rust around the top, probably. Might have had a stopper, a bale seal stopper on it at one time. But nice looking blown in mold soda, turn of the century. If I can get this thing to stay. Jeez. I'm gonna have to move that back. It's not cooperating. Alright, there we go. We're gonna do a $4 start. $4 start on the blown in mold. Nice deep aqua. Nice electric blue soda bottle out of Cumberland. Daggone it, where is the clock? I don't even have my clock set up. I'm slacking. I don't know what's going on. Alright, clock is rolling. Thomas is at 6, needs 7. Six needs 7. Nice blown in a mold Malamphy soda bottle out of Cumberland, Maryland. On lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Thomas at 6. I got a lot of lag. A lot of lag going on tonight. Oh, yeah, over here.
Yeah, that was your system.
Huh?
That was your system.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's what I used to do. That used to be the system.
Oh, we're not keeping a china cabinet out.
No, so that's gonna be the system. All right. Just now seeing your lag check, Paul. You're gonna have to shoot me with one again. Lag, Paul. All right, next. Here we have these bottles do not have a town on them. However, they're still really cool. It is blown in a mold, probably around 1910, give or take. Um, it says prescription work. Pure drugs are specialty. Pure drugs. And it has a really cool mortar and pestle embossed on it. But these were like sample bottles that they would, I don't think they give them out, but they were like your generic. They didn't have a town on them or anything like that. This was your generic drugstore bottle. Pretty cool looking though, and glows very nicely. Yes, definitely would have been labeled. All right, we're gonna do a $3 start. $3 start on the prescription pure drugs bottle. $3 start. Candy's at 3, starting the clock. Need 4 more. As soon as that rain started, it stopped.
Yeah, it's gonna keep coming back though from the weather forecast.
Did you look at the radar?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Need 4 or more. Pretty cool little prescription drug bottle. Pure drugs. Oh boy. On lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Candy at 3. Nice job, Candy. Candy at 3.
Maybe the lag will correct itself later on, 'cause it's pretty bad.
It's bad. Alright. Alright, here's a cool little hair bottle dug out of the dump. It says C, I think that's a C, I don't think it's a G. Could be though. C. Damshinsky's Liquid Hair Dye, New York. Damshinsky's Liquid Hair Dye, New York. It is blown in mold, probably around turn of the century. Pretty cool little hair bottle. That's part of the paper label still on it right there. Like the glue from the paper label. We're gonna do a $3 start on this as well. $3 start on the C. Damchinski's Liquid Hair Dye, New York. John's at 3, starting the clock. Need 4 or more. You need 4 or more. On lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was John at 3. John Amisi at 3. All right. All right, here's a cool one. I thought this was pretty cool. So here we have it says, it's got a little bit of dump rash on it, but it says United Toilet Goods Company, New York. And it's got like a crest on it. Like probably a phoenix maybe, and a fleur-de-lis. United Toilet Goods Company, New York. Pretty cool little toiletry bottle. We're gonna do a $3 start. $3 start on the United Toilet Goods Company out of New York. Glows like crazy. Candy's at 3, starting the clock. Probably was some kind of a smell good. John's at 5, needs 6. Guess what I have? 2 new Tillies.
Oh, yeah?
I do.
Ours just went in
I
first.
know. They're different.
Ours needs
These are both different than each other and different than the other ones.
a-
I can't even read this one. It's just. Candy's at 6, needs 7. Irish, I have 2 more variations of the Tilly gonorrhea bottles. What was the one thing? Was something pickle?
The pickle pipe.
The pickle pipe. I don't have any pickle pipes on lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Candy at 6. Candy at 6. Candy at 6 on the poo poo foo foo bottle. Okay. I'm gonna run this cool little grape jar. Check this thing out. Every now and then we dig these really interesting milk glass jars, and I don't know if they were cold creams, all of them, or some kind of beauty product, I would imagine. But every now and then they come out and they're looking cool. I can't even see it. I'm gonna turn this light on for a minute. But check that thing out. Isn't that cool? It's got grapes on it. Turn of the century for sure. And this milk glass, it glows now. Look at that. It's cool. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and run it. We're gonna start it out at $3. $3 start on the super cool, early, fancy milk glass jar of some sort. And I'm not 100% sure what was in these. But like I said, we dig some really interesting ones. I don't. Some of the milk glass stuff glows, and some of it doesn't. I don't know. I don't think it's really milk glass. I think it's something else. I mean, I've heard people call it like opalescent glass, and I don't know, fire opalescent. I don't know. There's a bunch of different names for it. Like if you hold it up to super bright light, you can see through it. Like you can see the light through the bottom of it right there. But, dang, that's pretty cool. I might have to try that out, Gene. No, it ain't. Oh, on the edges. Yeah, I can't shine it into your guys' face, but look. Here, you can see it on this. See, it's like, it's blue. See it on here? It's a blue color. But under that, it's green. I didn't know what you were talking about at first. I was like, huh? Alright, we're gonna pass on that. And let's move on to this super crude. I think it's English. Actually, I'm pretty daggone sure it's English. But look at this jar. Look at that drippy lip. What's up, Bobby? Gosh, that thing's crude. Look at the drip on that thing. That is crude. Here's the base of it. It is embossed on the base. It does have a little chip right there. It has a little chip there on the base. But it is embossed. I'm gonna have to, gosh, I can't see what that says. I think it says HB Ltd. Or HB Company. There might be a CO there you can barely see. I don't know. But really cool, super crude jar. Probably around turn of the century. They were applying stuff in England for quite some time, and it's always super crude. And to be honest with you, I don't mind digging stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Super drippy apply. We're gonna do a $4 start. $4 start on the super crude. It glows really bright. Got a really super bright glow to it. John's at 4, starting the clock. Need 5 or more. Need 5 or more. Is it making me sick? Really? Five or more on the jar. Kim's at 5, needs 6. 5 needs 6. I want to spin around on this red. Remember in tech ed, that's what we're doing all the time. I'd be like,
Science lab for ADHD.
John's at 10, need 11. Super crude. Super crude jar. Five, four, three, two, 1, 0. That was Kim at 11. Kim at 11. Back back out of that feed and refresh, or I don't know how you refresh your feed, but our lag here is bad. I don't know if it's because it's storming or what's going on, but we're gonna try to refresh the feed and see what happens. All right. What the? Hold on, John. Alright. I'm actually going to put that milk glass bottle back up. And I'm going to put it with another bottle. Probably have to turn this on so you can see them. These are both, they both glow. Same kind of milk glass looking stuff with manganese in them. This one, however, on the right was actually painted green with pink flowers on it at one time, and it does have a ground lip. A nice ground lip on it. Some kind of, I don't know what it was, to be honest with you. I'm not too sure what they were. It's just so dark in here, I can't see anything. Yeah. There we go. There you can see it. You see some of the green paint still on the bottle. And then there was the little remnants of pink flower right there. A pink flower right here. I don't know if they were tulips or what they were, but pretty little bottle. No damage on it. Super fancy. Super fancy. Alright. We're going to do a $3 start on the pear. $3 start on the pear. Like I said, both of them glow. Petunias, that works for me. Candies at 3, starting the clock. Need 4 or more. 4 more on the pair of milk glass fancy things. Yep, petunias works for me. That's good enough. I like it. Petunias it is. On lag. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was candy at 3. Candy at 3 on the pair of milk glass things. All right. Alright, here's a cool one. Here we have a Kemp's Cough Balm. Kemp's Cough Balm. This is a sample. It says O.F. Woodward. Dang, that thing doesn't want to focus on it. It's so small. O.F. Woodward. And then it says directions on box. Directions on the box. And it's from Leroy, New York. Leroy, New York. Just a wee little sample. These are pretty cool bottles. Super small. Nice Kemp's Cough Balm. It is blown in mold, probably around turn of the century. Just to show you how small this is. I don't even know what I'm going to put beside it. But I don't even know. I don't know. You guys know how small the Tilly bottles are. Well, this thing's smaller than a Tilly bottle. So, it's small. We're going to do a $4 start. $4 start on the Kemp's Cough Balm. It's embossed on all four sides as well. John's at 4, starting the clock. Need 5 or more. Thomas is at 5, needs 6. Need 6 or more on the Kemp's Cough Balm. On lag.
4.
3, 2, 1, 0. Alright, the lag's back to where it needs to be. Alright, we're good. That was Thomas at 5. Thomas at 5. Huh? Yeah. Alright. Next. Alright, here's a cool one. So here we have another sample. What, Leroy? New York? I am not 100% sure on that. Here's a really cool sample. Here we have a, is it Silmar? Yeah, we have a Silmar brand olive oil. Silmar brand olive oil, and it still has the olive oil in it. I would not suggest using it. I mean, you can if you want. I decided to not take the cork out and keep the olive oil in it. This did come out of the dump. Pretty crazy that survived in the dump. Olive oil still in it. Silmar brand olive oil. Cork still in the bottle. It glows, and the nasty stuff in it glows too. That's gross. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never dug that bottle before. That's a first for me on that. This bottle is a first. We're gonna do a $5 start on this one. $5 start on the Silmar brand olive oil sample. John's at 5, starting the clock, needs 6. Right? It's definitely petrified. You think that's a California bottle? I mean, it could be, because I'm going to tell you right now, I've never seen one of these over here. This is my first time digging one. Candy's at 6, needs 7. On lag. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was, let me see here. That was John at 10. John Amisi at 10. Nice, John. Alright, next. This is a cool bottle. Here we have a, what is that? Fars? And a Fars Gray Hair Restorer.
How do you spell that?
Farrs. Fars Gray Hair Restorer. Boston, Mass. It does have a little bit of dump rash. Got some dump rash to it. It is blown in mold. Amber. Nice looking hair bottle. These are, I think the embossing's cool on these. I've dug a few of them before. No damage on it, just dump rash. So 6 ounces. Fars Gray Hair Restorer. Boston, Mass. Pretty cool bottle. I like it. We are gonna do a $4 start. $4 start on the Fars Gray Hair Restorer. Yep, would have been a hair dye. I like the whisker dye bottles too, the little amber whisker dye. Pause at 4, starting the clock, need 5 or more. Yep, by the end of this auction, my butt is gonna be hurting.
Sit on the couch then. You're like so
And
close.
then I gotta keep getting up.
I know that you're close anyways.
I'm just gonna spin.
Like literally you're like right there.
Let's do this. Candy's at 5, needs 6. On lag. 3, 2, 1, 0. Spud came out with the snipe at 7 out of nowhere. Spud at 7. The old gray hair restorer. Alright, next. If I can reach it. Let's do a beer bottle. Alright. Here we go. I like digging these beers like this. Check this thing out. Here we have, let me zoom out a little bit here. If I can. What's up, Spud? Here we have a Script beer bottle. Always fun to dig these Script beer bottles. I take them with me every time I dig them. I don't care if they're calling it or not. Pittsburgh Brewing Company out of Pittsburgh, PA. And that says USA. Super fancy bottle. It is blown in mold, probably around 1905, 1910. It has a pot stone in it, and it's super crude. Bubble running down through here. Really crude bottle, and it's heavy. This thing's like some thick glass. Has a W on the base. It's a really heavy bottle. We're gonna do a $4 start. $4 start on the Pittsburgh Brewing Company out of Pittsburgh, PA. It says USA. $4 start. Pre-prohibition beer. John's at 4, starting the clock. Need 5 or more. Candy's at 5, needs 6. Super fancy beer bottle. Look at that script on there. Definitely a beautiful bottle. Dang, I don't know if like my late seasonal allergies are like starting to. Something's going on. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was John at 7. John and Misi at 7. Daggone lag time went back down on this phone, so I gotta be like on my toes ready for that thing. Alright. Let's do one more beer and we'll move on to something else. Here's a nice one. Here is, says the Victor Brewing Company out of Jeannette, PA. And Jeannette is a pretty small town. Pretty small little town. The Victor Brewing Company out of Jeannette, PA. And this thing is a nice color. Nice honey amber. It's blown in mold. Fairly clean for coming out of the dump. No damage. Victor Brewing out of Jeannette, PA. We're gonna do a $5 start on this one. Small town beer. Nice little tiny town in PA. Not too far from me. Paul's at 5, starting the clock. Needs 6 or more. Need 6 or more on the Jeanette, PA Victor Brewing Company. On lag. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Spud at 6 with the snipe. Spud with the snipe at 6. Alright. Alright, here's a harder to find variation of the old Lydia Pinkham. So here we have a Lydia E. Pinkham's blood purifier. This is not a vegetable compound. This is the blood purifier, and it is bubbly. Check out that big bubble on the side of it. Lydia E. Pinkham's blood purifier. A little harder to find. And it does have a lip chip. Does have a lip chip, unfortunately. But still a nice bottle. Lydia E. Pinkham's blood purifier. We're gonna do a, because it's got a lip chip, we're gonna do a $6 start. $6 start on the blood purifier. Well, you couldn't find the auction, Russ? That's weird. Kristen couldn't find it at first either. Strange. Lydia E. Pinkham's blood purifier. $6 start. Guys, this one's not as hard to, or not as easy to find. It's just a regular Lydia Pinkham's vegetable compound. Thomas is at 7, starting the clock. Need 8 or more. You'll dig 300 vegetable compounds to 1 blood purifier. Oh yeah, one of them is blood medicine too, isn't it? I forgot. I forgot there was different variations of the blood bottles. They're all harder to find. One of them's harder than the rest. Is the blood medicine the hardest one? I can't remember. I've dug a green one years ago. On lag, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Thomas at 7. That was Thomas at 7. Thomas at 7. The green one I dug was just a compound. It was a vegetable compound, but still, digging them in green doesn't happen very often. That was a nice pickup. All right. Let's do a block letter Coke. I have a couple Coca-Colas tonight. Let's see here. Let's do a Coca-Cola Bottling Works out of York, PA. It's Coca-Cola Bottling Works out of York, PA with a ring neck. It is embossed on both sides. Coca-Cola Bottling Works, York, PA. This one has a little tiny chip. Little one there. Still a nice Coke bottle. Coca-Cola Bottling Works out of York, PA. I'm gonna do a $12 start on this one. $12 start. Coca-Cola Bottling Works out of York, PA. $12 start. Nobody on the Coke. Pull it. Here we go. Here's our Pittsburgh bottle. Here we have a W&H Walker Chemists and Perfumers out of Pittsburgh, PA. This is a cool bottle. I like that. I enjoy digging them. Has a little fish eye right there. But nice looking bottle. W&H Walker Chemists and Perfumers out of Pittsburgh, PA. It is blown in mold, probably around turn of the century. Ross, that Coke probably dates between 1915 and 1920. Somewhere around in there. Nice glow on it. W&H Walker Chemists and Perfumers out of Pittsburgh, PA. Nice blown in mold bottle. $4 start. Alright. It is not spelled with the GH. Just BURGE. Spuds at 4, starting the clock, need 5 or more. Candies at 5, need 6. Yep, so this is pre-1906. Pre-1906. On lag, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Spud at 7. Spud at 7 on the W.H. Walker. Oh, there was a lot of bids that came in after that. My lag is like down real low. It's been fluctuating. It'll go up to like 5 or 6, down to 3. All right. I think it was last auction I sold a mini whiskey. Well, here's another one, but this is different. A little longer neck on this one. Super small, little tiny sample miniature whiskey, blown in mold. Love digging these things. A little bit of water in it. But I don't know why, but every time I dig the old little sample whiskeys, even if it's a cylinder, they come home with me every time. A little bit of dump haze on it, but nice little bottle. We're gonna do a $3 start. $3 start on the little sample whiskey. Little tiny little guy. $3 start. Probably dates around 1905 to 1910. $3 start. Candy's at 3, starting the clock, need 4. Ross is at 5, needs 6. Candy's at 6, needs 7. Russ is at 7, need 8. Candy's at 9, need 10. Russ is at 10, need 11. On lag. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Russ at 10. Oh, Candy, your 12 was just barely out. Just barely. Russ at 10 on the mini. Alright, here's something that, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really dig these around here. I don't think they're American, to be honest with you. I mean, it might be. It's a spice bottle for sure. Maybe a little earlier than the dump. I don't know. But look at the bubbles in this thing. It's just loaded with bubbles. And it has a, you guys can't tell, but that is a white swirl. And it actually runs, it swirls right there and runs up the side of the bottle. And it's white. That is not a crack and it's not a bubble. It is a white swirl inside the glass. Super crude. Super crude bottle. Look at the neck. As wonky as ever. But yeah, definitely a spice bottle of some sort. My PayPal is bottledigger32@gmail.com. Bottledigger32@gmail.com. There you go. There it is. Teresa. Bottledigger32@gmail.com. No problem. But here we have a, I want to say it's probably 1890s. Probably 1890s spice bottle. And usually when it's got like the white flakes or different white, I think they call that snow inside the bottles. I think. It's seen a lot in British glass, and it's really cool. The saying for a lot of the British like bottles, ink bottles, and stuff like that, I think it's like the more snow, the more dough. So the more they're worth, the more snowy effect is in the glass. We're gonna start this off at $3, $3 for the super crude spice bottle. Jeans at 3, starting the clock. Need 4 more. What's turning purple, Russ? Russ is at 5, needs 6. Thomas is at 6, needs 7. This thing tumbled would be super crazy. That the neck, you can't really tell on here, but the neck is like wow. 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Thomas at 6. Thomas at 6. Russell, what'd you say is turning purple? Not that flask you dug, hopefully. Oh, you have one of them, one of these spice bottles. This one's aqua. I don't know if it'll turn any color. This one's like an aqua. I've heard, Gene, that if you nuke some aqua bottles, they'll turn green. They'll turn like a dark green. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I've heard. All right, next on the block, here we have a Phillips Milk of Mag. It might be brownish. Phillips Milk of Magnesia, it says registered in U.S. Patent Office August 21st, 1906. August 21st, 1906. And this is one of the like sapphire blue variations. Super pretty color. It is hazy inside. It's not hazy on the outside, just on the inside. These things, that Milk of Mag stuff, when it's still in the bottle, it's really hard to get off the inside unless you tumble it. This thing tumbled would be beautiful. Really nice color on this thing. Check out that color. Super pretty bottle. It is blown in mold. Nice early variation. We're gonna do let's do a $4 start. $4 start on the sapphire blue Phillips Milk of Magnesia. $4 start. Irish is at 4, starting the clock, need 5 or more. I need 5 or more on the Sapphire Milk of Mag. Pretty bottle. On lag. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Irish at 4. Irish at 4. Some of them do turn really, really quick. Russ. I heard you can put them things in a tanning bed and they turn real fast. I don't know how true it is, but never tried it. Alright. Let's run a Hicks. Here we have the larger variation of the Hicks Capudine for all headaches, colds, and crip. It says for all headaches, colds, crip, etc. So this is pretty much for anything. Probably had some strong medication in it. It is blown in mold and has a C on the bottom, I think. Nice Hicks Capudine for all headaches, colds, crip, etc. We're gonna do a $3 start. $3 start on the Hicks. Candies at 3, starting the clock, need 4 or more. Hicks Capudine. For everything. Probably had some kind of opiate in it, I would imagine. Spuds at 4, need 5. Candies at 5, need 6. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Spud at 7 with the snipe. Spud is on with that snipe. Every time. On point. He's got it down. I don't know what he knows, but daggone. All right. Here we go. Here's a nice early Hires. It's been a long time since I've dug one of these. Here we have a Hires carbonated beverages. You guys have seen the Hires root beer extracts. Well, this is a blown in mold, nice tall Hires carbonated beverages. Probably was a root beer if I were to guess. Probably dates around 1905, 1910, and does come in almost like a hutch style top, but I do not think those ones are embossed on the side. I think they're just embossed on the bottom Hires. I haven't dug one of these in a while. This is the first one that's came out in a long time. It does have some dump haze on it, but nice looking bottle. We're gonna do a $5 start. $5 start on the Hires carbonated beverages. Irish, I don't know. I don't think. But then again, I don't know because I'm pretty sure they've been around for a long time. Not 100% sure if they have a bottle though. Hires carbonated beverages. An ACL. Candy's at 5, lead 6. Nice blown in mold Hires bottle. I don't know what you guys think, but I'm a root beer drinker. Root beer's my thing. After I got COVID, most soda don't taste. It tastes weird. I don't know why, but whenever I lost my taste, some tastes didn't come back, and different sodas is one of them. But root beer tastes good. I like root beer anyway, but in my opinion, on lag, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Candy at 5. In my opinion, A&W is by far the best root beer, the best like name brand root beer out there. I think it's better than Mug and it's better than Bart's. In my opinion, that's what I think. A&W is the way to go. All right. Let's see here. Here's what we're gonna do. I don't know how many. I know Russ is out there, but check it out. Here we got a WM roll out of Cumberland, Maryland. This is a blob out of Cumberland, and for anybody that digs around Cumberland or knows Cumberland bottles, you don't dig blobs or hutches very often in Cumberland. They just don't come out very often. This one does have like a flash in the lip right there underneath that little rust spot. Got a little bit of dump haze on it, a little bit of rust on it, but the only damage is that flash right there. These bottles are pretty hard to come by. Dug a few of them in the past couple years of digging, but Ross will tell you you don't see Cumberland blobs very often. We're gonna start this out at $10 start on the. I'm gonna say scarce WM roll out of Cumberland, Maryland.
The last one.
RUEHL. $10 start. WM roll out of Cumberland, Maryland. Still in here, Russ? I feel like Russ probably would have bid on this. I don't know if he's still in here. $10 start. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it. Alright, let's run a bitters. We're doing a bitters. Alright, let's do a bitters. Here we have a Lashes liver bitters. It says Nature's Tonic Laxative. Nature's Tonic Laxative. It is an early machine made, probably around 1910, 1915. Lashes liver bitters. It's kind of hard to see. We're gonna do a $5 start. $5 start on the Lashes. Arnie's at 5, starting the clock. Needs 6 or more. I don't think I've ever sold a WM roll in the auction, Spud. Usually people here local buy them up like hotcakes. I've only ever dug 4 or 5 of them. Something like that. Candy's at 6 on lag. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Arnie jumped in for the snipe at 8. Nice snipe, Arnie. Alright, I'm just gonna show you guys a bottle. Check this out. It's got some dump rash, but check this out. We didn't know what it was. We dug it. We thought it was one of them Baltimore sided ones. However, it is not. It is a Red Dragon Seltzer out of Washington, D.C., and I'm pretty sure these bottles are pretty rare. Pretty sure these are pretty hard to find. It does have dump rash. I'm actually not going to auction this tonight. I'm going to get it tumbled. I'm going to try to get this one tumbled. Hopefully it gets some of that dump rash off. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a hammer. I might auction it after I get it tumbled. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, just a little teaser there. Gene, we got old Kenny tumbling now. I think you got him tumbling, or I think you showed him how to build that one machine, didn't you? All right, Gail. Yeah, Gail wants the roll blob for 10. Gail wants the roll blob for 10. It's a good bottle, Gail. Oh yeah, Kenny's a good guy. He's a really good guy. We dug a privy with him there not long ago. I think it was his first one, first privy. Did pretty daggone good. Dug some local pharmacies that he had never seen before that he collects. So he was pretty happy about that. Definitely a fun day. But yeah, Kenny's a really good dude. You will definitely see him in upcoming videos. Because like I said before, I just found a 1870s, 1880s dump. So definitely I'd say we're going to be taking Kenny out there. He's up there in Oakland working on some really good permissions and everything. So got to give back to him. But check it out. Here we go. Here we got a Coca-Cola slug. It says this bottle is property of the Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Cumberland, Maryland. And then it's got embossing around the shoulder. It says minimum content, 6.5 ounces. And it is blown in a mold. And it has, I think it does. Unless that was the other one. It's got a little tiny fisheye right there. It ain't a chip or anything, just a fisheye. And it's small. Nice Coca-Cola bottle. And it says on the base, Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola on the base. We're going to do let's do a $10 start on it. $10 start on the straight side Coke. Russ is at 10, starting the clock. Need 11 or more. There's a few different variations of this. There is a variation that just says Coca-Cola. Then there's the variation that has this around the shoulder. Then there's a variation that has a ring around the neck. Then there's a variation that has a ring around the neck and this on the shoulder. And there's a variation with a really deep slug plate where this has nothing else on it. And then they go from aqua to clear, and then there's a deep aqua one. And the oldest one is the deep slug plate, and the Coca-Cola is actually slanted a little bit. I've dug every single variation. Some are harder to find than the others. I'm pretty sure the clear ones and the deep aqua are the hardest. On lag, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Spud at 13. Spud at 13 on the Coca-Cola. I'm kind of surprised it went that low. I might have another one, Ross. I'll get a hold of you. All right. Here's another local. Another local. I don't know if you have one of these or not, Ross. It's got some water in it. Get that water out of there. All right, check this thing out. So you guys have seen the Malampy bottles, of course. However, this is the earliest variation of the Malampy bottle. That's known. I think we might have dug an earlier one than this. I can't remember, but this is a Malampy Bottling Works out of Cumberland, Maryland. However, I'll show you the difference in the two bottles. One is like a electric blue on the left, and it's taller. And then the one on the right is the one that's dug quite often. Still a pretty color, but here's another difference. The gooding on the base of this one is bigger than that one. There you can see the color big time, but hold on just a second. You want Gene to tumble that one? All right, yeah, I'll send that to Gene. All right, but here we go. Back to the Malampy. This is an early one. Have you dug one of these, Ross? There's a pot stone in it. Weird, like, I don't know what that is. It kind of looks like a piece of grass. But harder to find variation of the Malampys. We're gonna do a $10 start on this. $10 start. John's at 10, starting the clock, need 11 or more. Back whenever we started digging, it was me and Travis, probably about, gosh, 8 years ago, we dug one of these. And at that time, this bottle was extremely rare. And I think the first one I ever dug, I sold for like 125 bucks. So, I mean, I've dug a few since, and Russ has dug some, so they're not quite as rare as that, but still a very, very attractive bottle. Really nice color. Oh, I will, Gene. I'll try to get you some extra large diapers for them. I might be able to put them on that thing like it's a child. That bag probably weighs 5 pounds. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was John at 10. There is, Russ, there is a variation of the Melanthes. You know what? That one ain't the earliest. There's a variation of the Melanthes. It's short. It's like a stubby bottle, and it's clear. And the heart takes up most of the slug plate in the middle. And it says it's embossed different. There's something different about the embossing. But that one, I think there's only one known. And from what I remember, Travis had it at one time because we had bought a collection together and split the collection, and it was in it, and we'd never seen one before. So wherever that ended up, that's probably the rarest Melanthe known. Why there hasn't been a hutch found, I have no clue. Melanthe bottling work started in like 1887, 86, something like that. I know it was the 1880s, so there should definitely be a hutch. However, nobody's ever found one. Here we go. The old Hood Sarsaparilla. Always love digging these. I ran a WM roll out of Lowell, Massachusetts. Nice hoods. We're gonna do a $6 start on the hoods. $6 start on the Hood Sarsaparilla. I think I did, John. I think I did. Pretty sure I did see it come up. Russ is at 6, starting the clock, needs 7. Yeah, he did. He won them marbles. I picked his three or four numbers that he got. I think I picked somebody else's too, but I don't know. I guess I'm. And we got it. We got a good wheel this time. On lag. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Russ at 6 on the hoods. Nice. All right. Let's run some nice stuff. Here we go. Here we have a Goofus Glassworks Rosebud vase. You usually find these in a bigger size than this. This is a smaller size that you don't see very often. Pretty collectible glass company. Goofus made a lot of really cool stuff. You can see all the roses on it. These date around, I think, between 1905 and 1915. So, pretty old vases. Check this out. Glows. Yeah. Russ got it for 6. Goofus Glass Rosebud vase. Cumberland Blob. What about it? We're gonna do a $15 start on the Goofus Glass vase. Really cool looking piece of glass. Right? Definitely a Goofus. Made some nice glass though. Russ, I'm not 100% sure. These things come in a bunch of different sizes. We actually dug one out of a privy that was like 2 feet tall. It was big. It was like an umbrella holder or something. But they're early. I don't know what was in the small ones. Maybe preserves or who knows? I don't know. Goofus glass rosebud vase, $15 start. Um, I have no clue where the measuring tape is. I would say, here, we'll compare it to a soda bottle real quick. Shorter than a soda bottle. I'm saying, mm, 5 inches. Oh yeah, they were painted. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure they were painted. I don't think I've ever. Well, actually, you know what? I have seen a couple with a little bit of paint on them. John says 15. Starting the clock needs 16 or more. They're good jars. I mean, like I said, I've never seen one this small. This is a first for me. They're usually bigger. Are they in the jar book? Maybe it is 7 inches. I don't think it's quite 7 inches. I think it's smaller than that. I think it's like 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was John. That was Old Throw at 15. Old Throw at 15.
The other ones want right? And John needs to be easy. Because you just said John.
This is Old Throw.
Yeah,
Not John Lewis.
but
Different John.
the Lampy that you just was on.
Yeah, this is the first one that Old Throw
Okay,
you
okay.
off. All right. Next. Actually, let's run the teardrop. Here we go. We're gonna run the teardrop flask. Check this thing out. Not a pumpkin seed. And barely, and I mean, barely stands up. It is wonky. Really cool little flask. Good. She's back behind me writing stuff down. She's not feeling very well, but yeah, she's doing good. Really nice teardrop. Oh yeah, it's super clean. Super clean. I think these things date 1880s, 1890s. Beautiful flask. We're gonna do a $40 start on this one. $40 start on the Amber Teardrop. Gene, oh, let me look. It is not applied. Not an applied top. They're that old. Spuds at 40, starting the clock, need 41 or more. Well, I mean, technically, I've dug some early bottles out of Pawnell pits, 1870s and 80s pits. That some of them are told. Some of them aren't applied. They are told top. Actually, speaking of these 1870s Scots emulsions with the squared lips are not applied. They're told in their 1870s. So, I mean, it does. I mean, the glass itself looks super early. It does look early. Need 41 or more. On lag. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Spud at 40. Spud at 40. Nice pickup, Spud. That's a nice bottle. All right. Next. Here we have a nice crude, nice early, probably 1870s Anchor flask. Look how crude the drippy lip is. Look at that. That's a crude one. Nice anchor embossing. A lot of the time these anchors can be faint. Can't really see the details in them. This one is nice. Super crude. Look at the bubbles in it. Has one minor little tiny flea bite there. You can't even really see it. But beautiful anchor flask. Super, super nice drippy lip. We're gonna do a $20 start on this one. $20 start on the Anchor flask, and it has green. It's got green streaks running down through it. In the neck. $20 start on the Anchor, 1870s. Super nice, crude, drippy lip. Kim's at 20, starting the clock, need 21 or more. Beautiful Anchor flask, guys. Spuds at 23 need 24. Cumberland's loaded with them too, Russ. I've dug quite a few anchors out of Cumberland. Kim's at 25, need 26. I mean, all of them came out of privies, but Cumberland definitely had a lot of anchor flasks. Usually amber and honey amber, but I've dug clear ones and I've dug aqua ones out of there too. Spuds at 26, need 27. Thomas is at 30. On lag, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Kim at 35. Thomas, you were just after Kim. Kim got it at 35 on the anchor. It's a nice early bottle. All right. Let's bring out a... Actually, I keep forgetting about them. I always do this. And I know people like the trinkets. We're going to do a lot of trinkets. So, first, we have the baby doll, or the baby with no legs in one hand. Really nice paint still on this thing. These are all dump dug. Then we have the creepy baby doll head with, it is actually embossed on the back. And it says, oh crap, it's probably German, so I ain't gonna be able to read it. This one's weird. So this one has, I'm not gonna be able to see it. I don't know if I can glow it or not. No, you still can't see it. Alright, I'm gonna have to turn this light on for this because this is the first time I've ever seen this marking on a doll. Check that out. It's got crossbones on it. It literally has crossbones on it. I've not seen that mark before on a doll head. They are crossbones at the top of its head. Like 100%. Pretty cool. But is embossed all over the back of it. Made in Germany. We're gonna do that. I know. Hold on, catch us back up to the live feed here. There ain't no way I'm that far out. I gotta refresh this. Hold on just a second. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm way behind. See if that fixed it. Yeah, that's better. Alright. We got the baby doll head. And it's because that the light is so bright in the back that my camera's like trying to focus on that bright spot. So we had the CD Kenny doll in the last one. Well, I dug another one. And this one, you can actually see the CD Kenny embossed right here. CD Kenny. This one is broke, however. This one's got some damage. But still a pretty hard to find CD Kenny piece. Very collectible. It is a baby. It is a Native American baby in a... What was it called, babe? Babe. What was that called?
Oops.
It's a C.D. Kenny papoose. Native American baby. Pretty hard to find piece. And then we have one of these dolls like I ran last time, but smaller, and this one's got yellow hair.
Her name's Edith.
And her name's Edith. This is Edith. So we got all of these trinkets, and we're gonna do a $10 start on them. $10 start.
How many's in the log?
Four trinkets. Really? That's crazy, Russ. I didn't know that. $10 start on the trinkets. Nobody really. We just came up with the name Edith. We like that. Russ is, or Spud's at 10. Need 11.
The last one was Louise. And then we got Annabelle when we were on that trip.
Yeah, we've had Louise, Annabelle, and now, what is it again?
Edith. I
Edith.
just like naming them. They need names.
Yeah, they need names. A lot of that C.D. Kenny stuff is like extremely collectible. Some of that stuff sells for a lot of money. On lag. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Candy on the snipe at 11. Candy came in at 11. I can guarantee if Christine would be in here tonight, she'd have had that. She's all over that stuff. She loves all those little trinkets that come out of the dump. All right. So I had the gonorrhea cures in the one auction, the Tilly bottles. Check this out. I got 2 new ones. These are different than the ones I auctioned off in the last time I had them. This is I guess it's George Koning Tilly, maybe. I don't know what that might be GDE. I have no clue. But really nice, clean little cylinder. And this one says, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to. It says Gibraltar's Warnings Tilly. Gibraltar's Warnings Tilly. Gibraltar's Warnings Tilly. A little bit of dump stain on it, but this is definitely one I've not seen. Not dug one of these ones. Gibraltar's. There's a little bit in there. A little bit of gonorrhea cure in it. We're going to do a $4 start. $4 start on the pair of Tilly bottles. Russ is at 5, starting the clock. Needs 6 or more. Okay, I only got a few left. Need 6 or more on the gonorrhea cures.
That was mean. That was mean.
She hurts at her.
Yeah, she just said, she smacked her in the face.
Now she's going to hide. Candy's at 6, needs 7. These are super crude little bottles too. They remind me of little puffs, little Ponald puffs. Ross is at 7, need 8, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Ross at 10. Ross at 10 on the Tillies.
Here. This is one.
Ross at 10 on the Tillies. All right. Let's do a hutch. Brought a hutch tonight with the stopper still in it. Here we have a PJ Serwazi. PJ Serwazi out of Manayunk, PA. And it is a tombstone. Nice tombstone hutch. Still has the stopper. And, oh, it's got a little tree on the bottom. A little tree with a snake in it. A tree with a snake in it. That's pretty cool. Never even noticed that. Little tree with a snake. Too bad that ain't on the bottle. Nice tombstone. No damage on that thing. Beautiful hutch. We're gonna do a $20 start on the PJ Serwazi. $20 start. This is a tall hutch too. It's taller than normal. Probably not. Most Hutchison bottles were soda. Candy's at 20, starting the clock. Need 21 or more. It should glow. Oh yeah, it glows. Nice clean hutch too. That might be. That might represent Eden. On lag. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Candy at 20. Candy at 20. Let me see here. Alright. Next, I got a few more to run here. Alright. Here's a hammer. This thing is wow. Check out this bottle. Here we have a late 1850s, early 1860s Dr. J.F. Churchill's specific remedy for consumption. And it says J. Winchester, New York. Hypophosphites of lime and soda. And this thing is whittled to death. Big bubble in it. Nice applied lip. Absolutely beautiful bottle. Maybe a little green streak going down the neck. It is snap mold. Should be pawned. I mean, this thing's early. Should be pawned. Absolutely beautiful bottle. Crude as can be. Really cool embossing on it too. That is a hammer, early med. We're gonna do a $45 start. $45 start on the late 1850s, early 1860s. Dr. J.F. Churchill's specific remedy for consumption. $45 start. I can't do 40, Spud. Gotta start it at 45. This is a good bottle. It's a good one. Candy says 45. Starting the clock. Need 46. This is a Pawnal era bottle right here. Should be pawned. That's how it goes though. Sometimes you get into them early pits and you dig a bottle like this that should be pawned, but isn't. On lag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was Spud at 46. Spud at 46 on the Churchills. Nice snipe. Let me write this down. 45. And there we go. Last bottle of the night. I debated on selling this, and I'm going to move that for sure. Debated on selling this thing. It's just come out of a privy there. Up. And there goes the back lighting.
What happened?
Well, my back, Lila probably knocked down my backdrop. Yep, she did. She ran over there. Cats. And next we have a white Siamese cat.
Better get at least 700 for this, since that's what I paid for.
No, we're starting out at $5.
I better get what I paid.
We're starting at 5.
Probably shoes are behind everything.
What?
Shoes are behind everything.
And we're back. If I can figure this out. Alright, here we go. Here we got a nice orange amber patent whiskey. I normally dig these in olive green. That's normally what you see them in. This is a nice, bright amber plaid lip. Super crude, bubbles all stretching down through the neck. Beautiful bottle. 1870s, 3-piece mold. We're gonna do a $30 start. $30 start on the 1870s, possibly late 60s patent whiskey. Patent whiskeys are very highly collectible because they come in a wide variety of colors. Some of the pawned variations are a lot more desirable than non-pawned, and depending on what color you have can really determine. Yes, yeah, invoice comes with shipping. $30 start on the nice orange amber, almost like apricot patent whiskey. I used to have a patent whiskey collection, but I've since got rid of it. I wish I wouldn't have, because I don't know, I have a thing for cylinders. I know Tattoo Steve does too, but that's probably just my table. It's like sitting right in the, well, maybe it does have a wonky lean. Nobody on the patent. It's a nice bot. Pull it. You interested, Steve? $30 start. $30 start on the apricot patent whiskey. That is just in time. That's crazy. $30 start. It's just a patent cylinder, late '60s, early '70s. Privy dug just recently. If it were tumbled, it would be an absolute crazy. It'd go from like a dark to a super light amber up high. Definitely a beautiful bottle. Nice applied lip. Big bubble stretching up through the neck. 3-piece mold. Nice looking patent whiskey. He says he can't do it right now. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it, and that's I think that's all I brought tonight. Let me look here. Let me look. That that is all I brought tonight, guys. That is gonna be it for tonight. Um, we're gonna put the waffle back up though. We're gonna put the waffle back up. Here we have a 1820s. This cork does not originally go in the bottle, but if you like it, I will send it with the bottle. We can keep the cork in it. Um, nice 1820s dip mold black glass ale. It is paneled. Super hard to see the panel. I'm gonna have to go ahead and shine a light on it because for some reason my camera wants to focus on the backlighting. If I can figure out how to turn the flashlight on. There we go. There is your panel. Absolutely beautiful. Super crazy base wear on this thing. This thing could have come over on a pirate ship, guys. It is old. 1820s. Black glass. Ale bottle. No damage on that thing. $10 a spot. $10 a spot on the black glass ale. 1820s. Like I said, possibly the earliest bottle I've ever had in the auction. $10 a spot. $1820s dip mold. $10 a spot. Nice paneled 200-year-old bottle. Kim wants number 9. Alrighty, got you at number 9, Kim. Anybody else on the 1820s ale? It's a nice bottle for $10 a spot. 200-year-old bottle. All right. That's gonna do it, guys. You guys probably aren't used to seeing me on camera anymore, because there for a while my front front view of my camera was broke, so I could not do any kind of like selfie anything for the longest time. So now that I can, it's probably been a while, but yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. We looked into the marble racing things, and I'm not gonna say that they're expensive, but I'm not gonna say that they're cheap. I've seen a couple different ones. You have to build the track yourself, which I could build it, but I don't know how big they are, which I guess that wouldn't matter either. But I just think for like giveaways, or but trying to figure out a way to play a game with them racing the marbles, I think that would be really cool. It'd be different. Nobody else is doing it. So still gonna try to figure that out, work something out. But that's gonna be it for tonight. I appreciate everybody coming out, and like I said, new dump, 1880s, 1870s dump. It's an early one, probably. I'm not gonna say it's the earliest dump I've ever dug, but it's gonna be the earliest semi-local dump that I've ever dug. So that being said, really excited to dig it. But that's gonna be it. That's all I got for tonight. I'll try to get a video up this week. I know that I slacked on it last week and maybe even the week before that, but I'm gonna try to get one edited and set up. I still don't have my desktop set up in the house. We're doing renovations in here, but yeah, that's all I got. Peace out, everybody.